Welcome to a special episode of Cheppy Today. I'm Will, and today we'll be bringing you an exclusive interview with John McAfee straight from his boat. As always, if you want to be kept up to date with the discussions, remember to give us a like and to subscribe.
This is a politically motivated prosecution. Crypto terrifies governments. I mean, it literally terrifies them because when privacy coins come, no government will be able to collect taxes. It's the facts.
So to bring you up to speed, this week John McAfee, famed crypto commentator and business magnate, imposed exile upon himself to outrun the IRS. The IRS convened a grand jury to indict him, his wife, and 4 other campaign workers. Following this, McAfee took to the water with his usual posse and made passage for the Bahamas. So after a little bit of email ping pong, we managed to get into contact with McAfee, who very kindly agreed to an exclusive interview, with one caveat. We could only talk for 5 minutes at a time, otherwise risk the call getting traced.
Listen to me. We've traced the call. It's coming from inside the
Freedom Boat.
So sit back, relax, and enjoy one of the first interviews with McAfee since his extradition.
I'm available now.
Brilliant. Okay, so thank you again for agreeing to talk with us.
Not a problem. Not a problem. And again, our timing is tight. Our timing is tight. I can't speak for more than 5 minutes at a time. Else they will be able to track this signal, sir.
Are we able to call you back?
Yeah, well, no. If we can talk for 5 minutes, just wait a few hours and talk for another 5. That's the only way we can do this, sir. All right?
Okay, well, I'll just jump straight into it. So, did you see the situation coming? It's been a few hectic days for you. And could you just explain the situation a bit and what's going on?
Well, yeah, of course I saw the situation coming. I mean, I'm John McAfee. I'm one of the world's leading computer security experts, which means I know how to find out anything, obviously. So I knew it was coming, of course, because this took months of preparation. Mm-hmm. So no, you may call me a coward for not standing up to the music. However, I cannot talk to the people. I cannot run a campaign if I have no voice. And in prison, I have no voice. The instant they put out an indictment, had I stayed, I would have been arrested, thrown in prison, and they would have argued that I would be a flight risk and would not have given me bail. Well, of course I'm a flight risk. I am in flight, okay? So in any case, I have nothing to hide, nothing, except my own person, my own body, and I'm hiding it from being collected. Everything else in my life is as open as it can possibly be. So they did not count on me finding out about this secret grand jury, which I did. And here I am. We put out a very fascinating video this morning on Twitter about a CIA State Department-sponsored attempt to collect me already, even though I haven't yet been formally charged until the grand jury releases its indictment, which would be, I don't know, today, tomorrow, two weeks from now. I have no idea.
Do you think the IRS involvement is to do with your crypto involvement? Do you think there's anything to do with that in this situation?
Well, no. This is all about crypto. I am the one who has been saying in all of the conferences, all of my keynote speeches, crypto will kill every attempt to collect taxes. It can't be done if we're all using privacy coins. And I then go on to say, and I think that's a good thing. So they've been, if they can take me down, it will send a signal to everybody that for you to down McAfee, we can take down you. It will harm crypto tremendously. So I cannot allow that to happen, and this is what's going on.
And so you're gonna run the campaign from the Freedom Boat?
Absolutely.
What can we expect to see?
Well, it's going to be the most unique campaign in American history, since I cannot show up anywhere where they know I will be. I'm using surrogates, or in German, doppelgangers, people wearing a mask looking like me with electronic facilities that I can, if they're standing giving a keynote as me, they won't be talking. I'll be talking through a little speaker attached to their lapel. I will be able to see the conference attendees, answer questions, shake hands even. And we have thousands of volunteers ready to go.
Amazing. And what kind of policies do you think you'll promote on the campaign run?
I have no policies. There's only one. How can we make a policy when we live within a government that is comprised entirely of secrets. How can I make a policy about something that I do not know the truth about? I can't. Neither can any candidate for president. We first have to free ourselves from this veil of deception that our government has created and is using to destroy us or control us, not destroy us. They don't want to destroy us, they want to control us. So that's my goal. And how do we do that? Let me talk. I'm 73. The situation I am in now, this is not unique to my life. If you Google me, this is my life. I do nothing but fight corruption. How? By bringing to people's awareness the truth of their existence. That's all. That's my campaign.
And it's going to be about promoting crypto, right? So how is that going to be done?
Well, obviously crypto is the tool. We have to have a means. If we can take control over our currency, we take control over our finances, and therefore take control over every aspect of our life. This is our hope. And my dream is that people will listen and understand. I'm sorry, sir, we have to cut this short. I just got the next sign from my manager, okay?
Sure. Okay.
I will talk to you later. Bye-bye.
Thank you. All right, thanks, John. So at this juncture, we had to break for several hours. Whether this was to do with the call being traced or not, I wasn't too sure, but I was secretly glad of the break. When it came time to finally ring back, I was greeted by this wonderful robotic woman.
The person you called has a voicemail box that has not been set up yet. Goodbye.
I was dubious as to whether we'd get to the second part of a chat until McAfee rang me, this time seeming a little bit more chipper and a lot more open. Hi, John.
How are you doing?
Yeah, really good. Thank you. Very good. How are you?
I'm good.
That's brilliant. So time is tight, so let's jump straight into it, I think. I know you're not using a bank account right now, and you said that your bank might be frozen. So are you using a crypto in order to survive on the freedom boat? Maybe like a privacy coin?
You know, we're going to be fine. I just mentioned that to say this is how illegal our IRS is and how powerful they are outside the law.
Yeah.
In that I have not been charged yet because the grand jury has not released its verdict, but it will be guilty always, or it will be an indictment. It always is with the IRS. And in spite of that, I have not been charged. Nothing. My banks go, all of them says, oh, no, your account's not frozen, Mr. McAfee. Well, we send me money. Well, we need one additional form notarized. I notarize it or get it notarized and sent, and suddenly, I'm sorry, but we can't accept that notary. Can you send another one? May I speak to the bank manager? Well, he's out to lunch. When can I call him back? Well, he will call you, and they never do. And so, since before the day before the grand jury was convened, my money is essentially frozen.
That's incredible.
Even though it's not frozen.
And that's amazing. And they have no basis for that. There's nothing you've done right now. You're an innocent man, and they have no reason to freeze your account.
And I haven't even been charged yet. I can't be formally charged until the grand jury charges me.
That's
right?
That's what I mean. Yeah, absolutely.
So right now, I'm just an ordinary citizen, just like everybody, that can't access my money. So I'm not worried about that. Trust me, I'm a resourceful person. I cannot trade any of my crypto because the IRS is going to use that as absolute proof that, see, he's using cryptocurrency, so I can't do that. I'm thinking my advisors are suggesting that I simply start a defense fund. I can't even ask that way for contributions to my campaign because the Federal Election Commission would step in there, and because if they want to do something to you, they can. Here's the thing. I mean, I put out a little video today about all of the officials who boarded our boat, and we were carrying, by the way, 19, highly sophisticated weapons. However,
I saw,
there was nothing illegal about that as either, right?
Yeah, of course.
And so they are trying everything. The only support that I'm getting, believe it or not, is from the CIA. And my contact within the CIA says that the CIA will, under no circumstances, cooperate with the IRS in kidnapping me and returning me to the U.S. That, the CIA does this all the time, right? But he's promised me, or he said, that will not happen. There's not a station agent in the world who would agree to do that with me.
That's incredible. Wow.
So they have to go through the courts.
So the officials on your boat today, did you assume they were the IRS or sent by the IRS?
No. Well, they were sent by them, of course. The influence. Listen, the IRS has the longest arm in the world.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they can reach to China and touch people if they choose. However, I am open, above board. My nose is clean. I am documented, and with everything, you can't do anything unless I've done something. Now, extradition is my only issue, and we're headed. I'll tell you where we are. We are in the Bahamas. There's no need to try to keep this a secret. It is clear that the government knew where I was. All right.
Sure.
I just kind of foolish to try to fool them. They do have these fucking satellites up there that can track my every fucking movement. So
no doubt.
So I'm giving up on. So I'm in the Bahamas. I'm living the world though.
Okay.
I've even given them the description of the boat that I'm on. We are heading to a little place called. Please don't do this. Don't get the name of the town.
Okay, sure.
But we're heading to a place called in the Bahamas, where I'm going to retain a lawyer, not a high-powered Nassau lawyer that has clients like Donald Trump and Clinton. No, a country lawyer who understands that this is a politically motivated prosecution. I am one of the tall trees in the crypto community. Crypto terrifies governments. I mean, it literally terrifies them because when privacy coins come, no government will be able to collect taxes. It's the facts. So now they think that if they can grab me, it'll send the word. Listen, if we can grab McAfee, we can sure as fuck grab you. So you'd better not do anything. Get the fuck out of crypto.
I think this is going to massively backfire. I think that's what we're going to see from this, though. And especially with your coverage of it and other people's coverage of it, I think it will backfire on the IRS and the truth will come out.
Oh, I think it will too. I think that they've made a mistake here. Now, had I actually been doing something that they're alleging, whatever it is that I've done, that would be one thing. But let me tell you something. I have not sold a single fucking crypto thing ever. Sure, I have a lot, but until it's sold, it is just digital data. Mm-hmm. When I was the chairman of MGT, I did not sell a single share of stock. My nose is cleaner than anybody's in the business. Now, that was their mistake.
Is that their issue? They're worried about the tax you owe, supposedly, on crypto. Is that what they're saying? They
think I've taken crypto, I've sold it, and then I've stored the money away, which I haven't sold a single fucking token. Okay, so they're going to have a really hard time proving that one.
Yeah.
And that will backfire.
So you've said you're going to a lawyer, and so that's your medium-term plan. Do you have a long-term plan, and do you intend on returning to the US?
Well, of course I'm going to return. It's my home.
Sure.
But for right now, my job is to continue to be able to speak to the world, to let them know how I see things, at least, and how things might change for the better. So if they collect me, my voice will be silenced. I'll be put in prison. I don't even have access to the internet. So, no, I need to stay free enough to talk to the world about what I have done, what I have seen, and what's really happening here. Because we are living in America in one of the most corrupt governments in the world. It just doesn't look like it because it is so sophisticated. So, all right, and I've got a bunch of people coming up pretty soon. So let's have one more question, and I'll move on.
Yeah, I just want to know how life is on the Freedom Boat.
Oh, it's spectacular, actually. We're, we've got 4 large dogs. Janice and I, seven of my troops, the captain, the documentarian, and we're having an absolute blast. That's
fantastic. Thank you so much for talking to us, John, and best of luck with everything. I can't wait to follow the campaign. And
all right, and take a look. If you want to take a look at that video up on Twitter. I posted it this morning of the IRS's attempt to use a foreign power to hold me long enough for them to collect me. It's failed miserably. But take a look. It's dramatic. Okay.
That's fantastic. Thank you so much, John.
All right. Bye-bye.
So that about wraps it all up. Everything from extradition to exoneration. But we'd love to hear your take on this story. What do you think of McAfee's taxation evasion technique? Is this all about crypto or is there something else at hand? So leave a comment, leave a like, subscribe, and we'll see you next time.